Hey, Squillum. How's it going, bud? Good?
No, I'm okay. I love how you said the computer's going extra Cody.
Dude, it's been so slow. I need to clear off the desktop, all the videos and photos and shit. So I need to do that at some point. I'll probably do it right after this video. Hi, everybody. How's it going? We're back. I found my shirt. God versus King. Here we go. Found this motherfucker. Alrighty.
King is one word for fluffy.
Yeah, you're right. God versus King. Notice how they don't call him King Kong in this new universe. They just call him Kong.
Yeah, because he's Kong.
King Kong. Yeah, that's
The
what she
king
said.
of Skull Island.
That's true. But anyway, let's do this, shall we? Ranking the eras of Godzilla. We have 6 eras here. Showa, Heisei, the one TriStar movie. It's an era. We have to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it, but we have to. Millennium, Monsterverse, and the newest one, well, the Monsterverse and Reiwa, however you say it, are the 2 newest eras of Godzilla.
Monsterverse is different than Reiwa.
Yeah, because it's the Japanese. It's the newer Japanese movies, and the um, versus the Monsterverse, which is technically Reiwa, but not really, because it's American, not Japanese. So it's technically in the era of Reiwa, but it's not really counted because they're American films and not Japanese films. But anyway, let's talk about these 6, and then rank these 6, shall we?
I think we both know which one.
Yeah, I think we should just say which number 6, 3, 2, 1. TriStar.
TriStar.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen. Uh.
Fuck this piece of shit.
Godzilla '98 is not a good movie. It's one of the worst of the franchise. I don't huh?
It's one of the. It's basically the worst.
It's like bottom 4 or 5. Like if I put it in the ranking, which I don't have it in my ranking, but if I did, it would totally be bottom 5. Like absolutely bottom 5 for me. It's bad. I don't hate the look of Godzilla for a giant iguana dinosaur thing, but for Godzilla, this is Godzilla. This is Godzilla. That thing is not Godzilla. That thing is a giant iguana dinosaur thing that can't even breathe nuclear breath. It just
and dies.
And dies. Yeah, and dies like a fucking plum.
And also has kids.
I can't see your eyes. Can't see your eyeballs. There you go, bud. No, it's just a bad movie, and then TriStar is number 6 because it's one movie and has kids. Yeah, number 6 TriStar. Number 5.
You're up.
No, number 5 for you.
See, this is tough because I like all these eras except TriStar, but I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Heisei.
You're making me cry there, Squillum. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna beat you.
As much as I love -1, I'm gonna go with Reiwa.
Yeah. Ray was my number 5 also. The only movie in this era, but by the way, it's from Shin Godzilla, the anime trilogy, and -1 are the 5 in this era. The only one, huh?
-1's the only exception.
Well, no, it's in this. Yeah, -1 is the best thing of this era. I know you don't like Shin Godzilla really. I like it more than you do. But it's like a 50-50 thing for me. There's some things I like, there's something that I don't like. But yeah, -1 is the best thing in this era, and Yeah, number 5 for me as well. Yeah. 4. Is it falling?
What? What's falling? Oh, okay.
Number 4.
Showa.
Really? I get it. I get it. My number 4 though is Millennium. I really like the Millennium Falcon. Yes. No, I like the Millennium era. I do. Like what you said, I like all 5 of these other eras. But the Millennium series for me was where it was late 90s, early 2000s. It was mostly early 2000s.
2004.
Yeah, so yeah, it was mostly early 2000s, and this is where Hollywood and the whole world, I guess, really started using CGI. And the CGI in most of these movies, and yeah, most of these movies aren't very good. And they're almost like modern day Showa era movies, but they didn't have the focus that some of the best of the Showa era did. Um, the best one for me is GMK. That's my second favorite of the franchise and my favorite of the Millennium era, by far.
GMK.
Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, all giant monsters all out attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say the whole fucking title of the movie, so everyone just called GMK. What the fuck? Yeah. It's a great movie. It's my second favorite of the franchise. I fucking love it. But yeah, it's just Millennium is just it's hampered down by bad CGI and just unfocused storytelling. I think for most of the others in the franchise, except for 2 of them, for me, are really eh. So Millennium number 4. Number 3.
I'm gonna have to go. I have to go with Heisei. I love Heisei.
Yeah.
Very much. Heisei's got a lot of good movies, and so did Showa, but Heisei had some pretty brutal ones here.
Yeah. Yeah, the Heisei era is higher on my list. We'll talk about that in a few. My 3 is MonsterVerse. I like all of the 4 Godzilla movies in the universe. I like aspects of Kong Skull Island, mostly when Kong is fighting the other monsters. But the last 3 movies in particular for me have been a lot of fun, and they're just fun, dopey, giant monster greatness. So, MonsterVerse is my 3. 2.
Millennium.
Really interesting. I thought
Godzilla films I watched so much as a kid was Millennium.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really get much into the Heisei until I was a lot older in like high school.
Mm-hmm.
Showa was Godzilla versus Gigan, right?
Yeah.
I didn't watch a lot of the earlier ones. I watched them all. I didn't watch a lot of them until I was a lot older. Like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. So
yeah, I grew up mostly on Showa. And
I didn't watch the original until like COVID.
Oh, really?
The original 54. I never watched it until COVID.
Really?
I loved it.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great movie for sure.
It just
I'm
2014. 2014, 15, 16. I watched Biolante, Space Godzilla, and Destroya. Destroy, whatever, Destroy, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, for me it was mostly Showa and Heisei stuff with Millennium as I got older, because that was like my stuff. Like I grew up with the Heisei and the Millennium movies. The Millennium movies were coming out as I was getting older.
The Millennium films I watched the most was Final Wars, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, and Tokyo SOS.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I grew up with. Those are the ones. Yeah, I would watch Godzilla versus Sea Monster, but I had some of these on VHS. I had DVDs of them.
Yeah.
The ones I watched the least, well, actually, I shouldn't say the least. I rented them from Blockbuster. Yeah, Blockbuster. Remember that?
Blockbuster, baby.
Godzilla 2000, and then Godzilla versus Megaguirus or Gyrus, whatever the fuck.
This is an iconic poster for me. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, the original.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. I watched all those. I watched all the Mechagodzilla ones.
Yeah.
I watched Terror Against versus.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite look of Mechagodzilla? Really?
Showa era, yeah, for sure.
I like Kairu.
I like Kiryu too. He's cool.
Oh,
probably my second favorite, but whenever I think of Mechagodzilla, it goes to that.
Who's the best villain for Godzilla?
Number one, fuck you for asking that question. No, probably that guy for me.
It's tough because to me it's between him and Gigan.
Yeah.
Gigan, we still have yet to see in the MonsterVerse films. Did you hear that?
He needs to be
looking good. The head of head of Legendary said that they're willing to throw out as many Legendary MonsterVerse films as they want. They said they're all greenlit.
Yeah.
And they're giving Adam Wingard complete control. So that means more because we know we're going to get a sequel. I'm calling the next two villains, Gigan and Biollante and Space Godzilla. Those are going to be the next two villains. I'm calling it because there was two references of those characters.
I want Gigan. I like Gigan and Space Godzilla.
Well, we're going to get Biollante. They already referenced him in GXK.
Make Biollante and Gigan the next two, and then the next movie, and then have Space Godzilla come in.
Or just have all three.
Or Temple 3, yeah, and then watch us all go.
I'll be like this, like,
yeah. So my number 2 is the Showa era. Listen, a lot of these movies were really cheap. A lot of these movies are really dated, even now, or especially now, I should say. But
they're fun.
I have a ton of fun with a lot of these movies, even the bad ones, except for the really bad ones.
The black and white ones aren't the greatest.
And Godzilla Raids Again.
Black and white one, isn't there?
Huh?
There's only one black and white one, right?
2.
What is the other one?
Godzilla Raids Again, the second one. From 56, 56, I think it was. It's not great.
That one was okay.
It's not great. But yeah, you have the original King Kong versus Godzilla, which is a fucking classic in my mind. I fucking love that movie so much.
That's hilarious.
Oh, it's great.
Wingard did the reference with the
great. Oh god, it's so funny. Every time I watch that movie, he puts the tree. It's amazing. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, Terror of Mechagodzilla, just all those movies that yeah, you can say they're bad. Like Godzilla versus Godzilla versus Megalon.
That was terrible. That's the Godzilla.
It's a horrible movie, but
and the guys look like Ku Klux Klan members in that movie.
And it's a terrible movie, but it's fucking awesome.
And Jet Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Gigan was in it too, wasn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
You remember the picture of Godzilla?
It's Godzilla,
two
Megalon, No, it's Godzilla, Jet Jaguar versus Megalon and Gigan, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Godzilla and Godzilla and Jet Jaguar never fight each other.
No, it's amazing.
Jaguar was going to help Godzilla.
That Jet Jaguar song though.
Well, when Godzilla was going, I'm just going like
the drop. Oh, it's so funny. That's in it's in that movie too, but it's also in.
There's a lot of stock footage. Those, have you noticed that?
In the later films, yeah, like yeah, for there's a lot of stock footage in the later films. But yeah, the Showa era is classic to me. I really, again, you can say that they suck and they're bad. I don't care. I love them all, even except for the really shitty ones that are Atom level bad. So yeah, number one, Spill and Fuck.
Monsterverse.
That's so funny.
Monsterverse Fluffy.
One of the best designs for Godzilla. A much better design than the 1998 design. I remember seeing the 2014 design for the first time and going, "Oh, that looks awesome."
His roar. Sorry, his roar, his look. When you hear the it's awesome. Yeah, he's brutal. He's mean. He's vicious. He doesn't give a fuck. He'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know.
I just remember seeing when he kills the Muto by putting the. It was so cool seeing. Where are you? What are you doing?
Yeah, get a tissue. I'm sorry.
You're such a retard. When he put the nuclear breath up again, when he kills the fucking, or not the nuclear breath, sorry, the atomic breath. When he puts the, I believe it's the male Muto or the female, whichever one it is, and just fucking destroys the female. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it.
Line one
takes the fucking fucker's head off. I was like, yeah.
I like where Godzilla's he's like, and he goes like, he's like, I'm like, his roar is amazing. I love his roar.
And then we get King of the Monsters from 2019, which is one of my favorites of the franchise. My favorite of the MonsterVerse. I just love it so much. And then Godzilla versus Kong, and then Godzilla and Kong. Yeah, they're great. Love them. They're fun. They're fun as shit, man. Look. My number one is obviously the Heisei era. So these are the ones. These are the ones that I grew up on the most. You can say, oh, they're all beam attack. So fucking what? He has atomic breath. Who gives a shit? I remember watching King of the Monsters from 2019 in theaters, and when they're in, I think it's Antarctica or the Arctic, whichever one it is. When Godzilla shoots the atomic breath, and Ghidorah like splits the two heads for a second and then shoots the lightning at him, I was like, oh dude, this is fucking Heisei right here. I couldn't. I was in the theater like.
I was like this the whole time. I'm like,
yeah, it was fucking awesome. Yeah, I like every single movie in the Heisei era, all the way from Return of Godzilla from '84, all the way to Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. There's not a bad movie in there for me. They're all at least really good. But yeah, man, I love the Heisei era. When I think of Godzilla, or no, sorry, it's Return of Godzilla to Godzilla versus Destoroyah. Sorry, not Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla was the second to last of that era. Sorry, my fault. But yeah, I love it. And then the ending with Godzilla, the perfect ending for the franchise. There's certain movies and franchises that they maybe shouldn't have done anything after. Fast and Furious comes to mind after the ending with Paul Walker in Fast 7, and Godzilla versus Destroyer when Godzilla dies comes to mind also. But I'm glad
his son ended up becoming the new one.
Pretty much, but yeah, no, it's, and then they rebooted it after. I mean, I just love that because they were kind of waiting for the TriStar movie to come in, or just to come out, I should say, to come out. And by the way, did you know I was doing some research today at lunch? Did you know that the '98 Godzilla movie? Let me get the dude's name right because I'll fuck it up if I don't. It made me laugh so hard I couldn't believe it. I went fuck off. Oh, it was so funny. Hold on, what's the guy's name? Okay, so it was Tamayuki Tanaka. The dude was the producer of the franchise from the first movie all the way up to Destroyer, I believe. And yeah. So he had died just before '98 came out. He died in like midway through '97 or something like that. So that movie is in his memory. And then we're doing some research, and I was like, sorry about that, but it's so bad. That's so bad. I feel so bad for him. But yeah, I'm just glad that Godzilla 2000 came out a couple years after that to rectify that shitty movie. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's our list for their eras of Godzilla ranked. I'm gonna do a video next ranking all the movies inside of the eras. Are you frozen?
No.
Okay, I thought you were frozen there for. I mean, I just kept looking at your face. I'm like, he's not moving. Thought you were having a shit. Oh god, dude, Mountain Dew after fucking work. Oh, it feels so fucking good. Anyway,
how could you think it was a movie? I blink every fucking time.
I wasn't. I was just looking at your face, and you weren't. And you were just like, you weren't moving. Anyway, I'm gonna do. Like I said, I'm gonna do a video.
And I'll
ranking.
Be there too. I'll just
ranking. You just be script. Is that a flexible tail or is that like linked? Is it rubber or is it plastic?
Plastic.
Your mom, plastic.
She just said I can put a rubber on it.
That's what she said.
Get killed.
That was funny. Okay, we'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Yeah. Monster versus your number one. Yeah. All right, people. Live long and prosper. Peace out. Godzilla.